The disadvantage of a circuit breaker is it takes a little while to trip, and in fact it takes long enough to trip that you could have a fatal electric shock from it. A circuit breaker such as this is designed to do the same thing. So this residual current circuit breaker does the same thing as a normal circuit breaker, but it does it a lot faster. And the advantage of that is, although you'll still get a shock, it's unlikely to be a fatal shock. So the circuit breaker protects against fires, but it won't protect against fatal electric shocks, whereas this protects against fires and also hopefully protects you against fatal electric shocks. The way it works is it's all centered around this coil of wire here. You can see copper coils wrapped around this iron ring. One is connected to the live wire and one is connected to the neutral wire. And in alternating current, normally you would have the same current flowing through the live wire as you do through the neutral wire. So these coils are wrapped in opposite directions and they create an electromagnet. But the electromagnet from the live wire is in the opposite direction to the electromagnetism from the neutral wire, so they cancel out. Now if there's a slight leakage of current because perhaps somebody's touched the live wire and some of the current is leaking out, that will mean that the electromagnetic field created isn't as strong on the live wire as the neutral wire, and that will cause there to be a magnetic field. So normally the fields cancel out, but if some current leaks out of the live, then there is a field created. They don't cancel that totally out anymore. So if I switch this on, you can see the light is on there, and when I press for a short, it means that some of the electric current is leaking out of the live, and that will cause the circuit breaker to trip, much like the other circuit breaker we saw. And there you go. So the pin was pulled in and that broke the circuit. It does it very, very quickly. It's difficult to show exactly how fast it does it on this device, but it does it fast enough that for most people that wouldn't be a fatal shock. If I just reset it again, so switch it on again. So if I press this, this allows a leakage to happen into the live wire. So the live wire hasn't got as much current, hasn't got a strong magnetic field, and that means that the switch is tripped.